Hey there, today I've got this Assa Desmo. This is the 8 slider version. Um, it, I want to first of all thank the Curious Lockpicker for letting me borrow this thing. These are not that easy to get your hands on in the US, and he was kind enough to send it to me and let me pick it. So, Curious, thank you, dude. This lock has been a lot of fun. Also pretty frustrating, to be honest. I started picking it. Um, Oops. Sometimes this sidebar doesn't bind. So I started picking it with the keyway oriented vertically, so the sliders move up and down. And that was kind of nice because there are no springs on these sliders. Gravity would help a little bit, pull the slider down so I could more easily jiggle on it to see when it was set. But the downside is that gravity pulled the sliders down. And so a few would scoot down while I was trying to set something else, and I would get into the habit of going through and just tapping on everything every time through, and it got to be tedious. So I'm now doing it horizontally. Oops. See, this one is the first to bind, but sometimes this sidebar doesn't bind against the pins for some reason. So you have to kind of wiggle it a little bit. All right, let's try that. There we go. So we got one click. So this lock gives you really satisfying clicks, which is cool. Basically my strategy, what I'm doing is I'm with really heavy tension going through and just tapping on all of them until I find one that's completely locked up. And then I feather it like this and then ease back on the bar until it just comes out of that gate. And then I lock down again and slide it till it clicks, and just do that over and over and over. And even if something wiggles free, it may bind up again later as you set something else. So what's happening is, what have I done? Everything just loosened up for no reason. There we go. Something may wiggle even if it's in a false gate because a different slider is binding more tightly. And once you set that one, then the sidebar will engage with the fully engage on the false gate. So you just have to test everything every time through. Okay, 1 is loose, 2, where the hell is 2? 2 feels okay. 3 is moving a lot, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Can't find 4. Okay, 4 clicked, and we got good core rotation. 1 is still loose, 2 is still loose, 3 is still loose. 4 is moving a little. Might come back to that one. That one still feels pretty solid. I'm going to give it another one. Okay, more core rotation. Now it's moving. Let's test these all again. This one's still moving. That one's still moving. That one's still moving. You're feeling solid again. 1, 2, 3, 4. This black flag is not quite right, but I'm going with it. Okay, those. Okay, this one was moving, and I think I disturbed it a little bit. Oh no, there we go. You can see it wiggle. Maybe. Can't quite reach 4 ever. Where'd you go? There we go. Test all these ones again. 1 is still moving. 2 feels okay. 3 is moving a lot. 4 is moving, so it's whatever I need to work on is up here. Okay, everything now feels loose. That's really strange. I don't know. They all feel okay. Ha! Okay, that was a little odd. So you can see, there we go. Another thing Curious has done is he left the clip off the back already. He said it's a real pain in the butt to remove, so he's already done that for me. So again, thank you. First sidebar, so this is the right side. We'll do this near to me, or I guess, yeah, this will be the right side when, or I guess the lower side when the Assa logo is up. Get these springs out of here. Oops, wrong tweezers. Okay. I know Penny. I don't know if you can hear Penny, my dog. She's right here next to me. And she's a black lab. And she's salivating and licking her lips and staring at me and staring at her food bucket and then licking her lips again and then staring at her food bucket. I'm not quite sure what she's trying to tell me, but her dinner time's in an hour and a half, so it's going to be a long afternoon. So there we go. You can see the core. Not a lot going on here. Cam locks are pretty simple. Sidebar. And then these sliders. These things are super cool. You can see the true gate is the deep one, and then a couple of false gates, nice and shallow. And that fits with this sidebar. You get, it's nice and tight, but when it's in here, you get a little bit of wiggling. So we'll give a little bit of a close-up on these and call it a video. So there you go. Have a good day.